Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
Exit right to I-95 South, Washington.
Shalom to the elect. All right, and basically, I'm gonna put up, Lord's will. This video goes up as a, another exhortation video, in which something that's been on my mind. I actually mentioned it in my last video, talking about substance. The word of the day that I did was called substance. Okay, and in which it led you into faith. And something I also touched on is that in regards to faith, you must have hope, which hope and faith go hand in hand. But when then you do the etymology to the word hope, when you go back to the Hebrew, is yachal, and yachal is very similar to the word yakal, which yakal means to endure. And then the thing about hope and that word yachal, or even the word endure, which is yakal, you have to wait. And with waiting, it takes patience. Now, I was just dwelling on this because in this thing of ours, in which, we're conducting an everyday life, we walk in our steps, and we kind of want things to be done in a certain manner, and we want it to be done our way. And it may even be for righteousness' sake. It may even be done in righteousness' sake. But it may not be according to the Lord's plan. All right? Now, with that, I'm sorry. It may not be according to how Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has planned it. Because one way or another, we know all hell is going to break loose. So you may think in your mind, I was thinking in my mind that, today, or maybe Trump will get shot or something like that, and while he's making a speech, and then, nobody knows who did it for like the first 4 or 5 days. And then, all hell can break loose, as far as race riots, and then later on, and come to find out that it was a NATO chief, or whatever the case is, or a NATO representative. And then, then NATO will turn on America one way or another, and then Russia get involved. Just thinking of different ways you want things to happen, but it may not happen that way. This motherfucker. So basically, we gotta have patience, although we know what the prophecies mount up to. So with that, we gotta walk into every aspect, with faith, man, and with patience, and hoping, that all things are going to pan out for the best, in whatever aspect. So, but the thing about it is that when these things drag out, and when these what's the right word? It's like demons day on the road, man. When these scenarios come to pass, if you will, or when these scenarios come up in front of us, we gotta have patience, man. And a part of that patience, and the main thing I want to touch on, is not having doubt. You have to eliminate doubt, because when you have doubt, then you want to rush things and do things the way you want to do it, although Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has it already in motion, how it's going to happen. All right? But there's nothing wrong with, hastening the day, wanting things to happen, but I'm more so talking about, everyday life, more so. You may have to go to court, you may have to go to the DMV or the MVA, whatever they call it, wherever you live. You gotta wait. It's very impatient in those places. Things move kind of fast, or whatever. You gotta get your car fixed, then you gotta pick your child up, whatever, And you map things out the way, okay, I'm gonna do it this way, I'm gonna do it that way, I'm gonna do it this way. And then when you get to the scenario in which you mapped and how you mapped it out, things may not go the right way. then that's when Satan starts fucking with you. You start thinking like, damn, what the fuck? Man, now this, that, and the third, it ain't gonna work. You know, I gotta switch up this, switch up that. As opposed to having faith and eliminating doubt and being patient and hoping things still work out for the better, and letting Yahweh Bashim Yahushua map out the scenario, man. You know? Map out how, let him do what he does, man, and control everything in existence. Because after all, he is. All right? So, that's a part of our trial, everyday trial, man. You know? Our everyday trial is letting Yahweh Bashim Yahushua do his thing. We don't control our steps. Jeremiah 10:23. All right? We don't control our steps. We don't even control our own thoughts. It's when doubt comes about, which is Satan wants to manipulate you, wants to manipulate your actions. But when you have faith, you let nature take its course, if you will. That's why the scripture says what? Force not the course of the river. Why? Because the course of the river is the course of nature. We can't control that. You know, Jake used to go off and they dwell into those gods like Poseidon, which because the waters have a spirit. You know, the ocean has a spirit. The river has a spirit. And then Jake started to go off and call it Poseidon, and then started to worship that spirit, but not understanding the spirit itself that controls that spirit. Just like the scripture says, Jeremiah 10 in the first verse. Jeremiah 10:1. It says, be not dismayed, or be not amazed, or be not confused at the signs of heaven. Right? Because the heathen are dismayed at them. The heathen are confused. Why? Because the heathen's portion is not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Our portion is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So therefore, we have a direct connect source to the elements that are around us. So we ought to have patience because we have the energy source. We are Yasha Allah. All right? We are Yasha Allah, man. We are the sons of the power. We are the sons of the living power. All right? We are the children of the living power. So we're supposed to have patience in everything that we do because we know it's going to work out for the better one way or another. All right? But the Lord is testing us. Now, another thing that I mentioned earlier was confusion, man. The scripture says what? That Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not the author of confusion. And then that's why he says right after, it says that for the woman is not to teach. Right? It goes into how the woman is not supposed to be a serpent authority. So, but I know that's Timothy, the 2nd chapter, where it says not to usurp authority. But along the lines of that is mentioned as 1 Corinthians 14, I believe it's 33 and 34. The Most High is not the author of confusion. Why? Because with women come confusion, man. With women, that's a woman's spirit. You know, when things don't go the right way, the way it's supposed to go, they get all antsy. Oh my God, I don't know. You know, hence today, the 21st of January, they're having a fucking a million woman march because the shit didn't go their goddamn way. All right? See, us, we have a great advantage, Akim. You know, we have a great advantage because we know the blueprint. We know what's scheduled to come. That's why the scriptures say that be not dismayed, because it's, he said, I have no need to write unto you, because unto you is not going to become as, when Yahushua comes, it's not going to be as a thief. All right? I believe that's 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. We don't need to worry or be boggled on how things are going to happen. Yeah, of course, you know, we're guilty of hastening the day. We're guilty of having desire in the days of the Lord and it not coming. Yeah, we're guilty of that. We'll take that charge by all means, man. Why? Because we actually believe something is going to happen. You know, that's why the brothers yesterday was beautiful. They were harping heavy on how even Yahushua doesn't know the day nor the hour. But guess what? Yahushua knows that the promise of his father is that he's going to get vengeance for the actions that were committed against him. All right? Must be a bunch of women on the road today, man. I promise you, man. This shit is ridiculous, you know? But yeah, man. We ain't supposed to conduct ourselves in that manner, man. Just like Job, man. Job girded up his loins. You know? He didn't understand how the Lord was going to recompense him of the things that were done unto him. But guess what? He had faith at the end of the day. His woman told him to go against the outlines and go against the what do you call it? Go against what his forefathers taught him, man. I'll just say that, man. And hence the scriptures talk about our forefathers, because our forefathers kept the faith, man. You know? Our forefathers kept patience. It's a lot here for the technical difficulties. But yeah, like as I was saying, you know, our forefathers kept the patience, man. You know, Job didn't, you know, Job kept the faith, kept the faith, man. You know? You know, so, you know, I just say in our everyday life, you know, we're not supposed to, you know, go out, still not supposed to go outside the guidelines, man. You know, how we've been guided. The scripture says what? The scripture says what? I gotta get that. I'm gonna cheat and get that one. You know, it says the things that are written aforetime. Hey yo, that's the spirit. That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. Ah, man, that scripture's bad, man. That goes right into it. That goes right into it. I gotta get that one. I gotta sneak and get that one. Oh man. You know, Romans, was it 14? Romans 14:1. Bear with me. Oh my goodness. This is heavy. This is Romans 14. I'm going to start at 1. Him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not doubtful disputations. For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. Let not him eateth despise him that eateth not. Okay, I'm sorry, I think it's 12. Just look it up. Patience, hope. I'm sorry. This is Romans 15:4. That was still good though. That Romans 14:1. That was good, man. Because that's what I was talking about, man. You know, faith and doubt don't go together, man. You know, and that's what Satan wants to do. He wants to drill in your mind that you need to doubt Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That's why Satan has agents out here, man. Satan has you doubting the prophecies. Okay? With Johanna is doubting the prophecies. How is he doubting the prophecies? Because he wants to build the kingdom in America. That's not according to the script. Same thing with Nate. Nate wants you to doubt the name of the Lord, man. All right? These niggas are agents for Satan, man. All right? This is Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetimes were written for our learning, that we through patience, that's the suffering, and comfort of the scriptures, that's why we read the scriptures, man. All right? Because most of our lives, we were taught to doubt. We were taught that we need to do things on our own. We were taught that we were special. We were taught to rule our cipher, if you will, man. You know? Try to manipulate the things that are around you, man. All right? The scriptures talk about he that worketh his field has shall be very prudent, man. You know, work with what you have already. The scripture says what? Godliness with content is great gain, man. You know? Romans 15:4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures, right? Because everything that was written in the scriptures, we're going through again. We're going through again. We're going to go through it again, right? That we might have hope. That we might have hope. Now, the reason why I say it might have hope, because hope is another dispensation of the Spirit. A hope is another gift of the Spirit, man. Not everybody that you shalom and that you salute is going to have hope. All right? Not everybody that throws on a garment is going to have hope, man. A lot of these people out here got doubt, and they may be right next to you, man. All right? Which are basically cancers, man. So it's to the best of your ability, you know, it's the best of your ability to weed that out, man. We're gardeners, man. We are husbandry. If we have a field and we're planting a seed, it's to the best of our ability to get rid of the damn thorns, man. To plant the seed in fertile soil, man. All right? Scripture says what? Bring forth fruit meet for repentance, man. All right? Repenting, first and foremost, is doing away with yourself. Because yourself wants to tell you how to conduct. Which ultimately, that's Satan, man. That's Satan. You know, like, I always think about this too, how in them old cartoons or old sitcoms, if you will, like they have like a little segment in the show where you have a poof, here goes Satan on the left, you know, yeah, you need to do this and you need to do that, and they're telling you the wrong thing. It was obviously in the show, and they were telling, for instance, Carl Winslow in Family Matters, you know, oh, you need to do that, you need to do this. And here comes the poof, here comes that one in the right, where it looks like a so-called angel, has wings with a halo. But nah, you need to do that and it be something positive and shit. Man, that's us every day, man. We got wicked angels in our ear. Just, nah, you do it your way. Do it that way. You know? It'll work out for the better this way. And you got the righteous, the righteous angels, you know, on the right-hand side, like, have patience, have faith, it's gonna work out for you. Shut the fuck up. Tell that motherfucker on the left he need to kick rocks with flip-flops. That's our everyday fight, Akim. And I know brothers know that. That's our everyday battle, man. Every day, every moment. That's why I always say, if you're not walking on eggshells every moment, then you got to check yourself, man. You got to check yourself. You got to pray for patience, man. You got to pray for humility, man. You know? You got to, which basically humility is to be humble, man. You got to pray for that, man. This stuff don't come easy in Babylon, man. Which are real riches of the spirit, real fruit of the spirit, man. That's the real fruit of the spirit. All right? Babylon doesn't offer the fruits of the spirit, man. Why we labor in the truth. Babylon don't offer that. Okay? So it's pray for hope, pray for patience, you know, pray for more faith. Those are the key elements. You know, I say it too. I was thinking to myself, because I made the video, like, damn, brothers should throw up prayers. Something happened, this, that, and the third. Trump. I know all brothers, man. You could tell them, even the apostles, like that. The apostle Paul was like, man, I'm watching that joint closely, because we hoping, man. We hoping to get the hell out of here, man. You know, but it didn't happen. And all I could think to myself, and the outcome of that is like, maybe we don't have enough faith. Straight up and down. Maybe we don't have enough faith just yet. Because he said, if you pray, you have faith the size of a mustard seed, then you shall move mountains, man. So brothers got to pray for more faith, man. Pray for more patience. Pray for hope. Get the hell out of here, man. You know? The more and more we pray, the faster we get out of here. The more and more we do videos, the more and more we do, you know, go out in the streets and teach. That's why you know Baloo is a nigga nigga, fuck them niggas, man. Straight up and down, man. That's how you know them dudes ain't really for this truth and really trying to get up out of here, man. But niggas sitting back, drinking hot cocoa with salad and all that shit, nigga ain't right, man. Nigga ain't right, man. we're the true laborers. We're really trying to build the kingdom. We do whatever to build the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, this is by any means necessary, man. Anything that revolves around the scriptures, man. You know, anything that revolves around this book right here, man. You know, anything that revolves around that, by any means necessary that revolves around that. All right? By the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right? I won't be too long. It's enough. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, brothers was edified, and by all means, always, brothers, I can, you know, leave messages, comments, you know. Shalom.